Peace, peace, peace. You know the channel. Boom Baptism, Testicular Fortitude. Out here in the park, it's a nice day in Charlotte, North Carolina, my adopted city. So I'm out here in the park, just finished doing my sets, working out, trying to stay in shape. But anyway, this is episode 8, so I want to build with you. As you can see, the name of the title is The Chronic Before the Chronic. Now, every beat maker / producer, especially if you're on the West Coast, aspires to make that chronic-like album, that came out in '92 by Dr. Dre. A classic from like top to bottom. The Chronic was just one of the ultimate albums. The ultimate achievement, was to have a cohesive body of work that held your attention from beginning to end. And the Chronic did that. And it gets a lot of praise and a lot of props. But for someone like me who's from the East Coast, there's another Chronic-like album, or I'll say the Chronic before the Chronic, that I don't think gets as much props as the Chronic. And for me, that was Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop by Diamond D, which actually came out September 22nd, 1992, maybe a few months before Dr. Dre's The Chronic. And that album from top to bottom was solid. I mean, it's definitely a travel CD. You can travel with it on road trips. I mean, Diamond D showed that he had a wide variety of musical tastes, from the samples he chose, the topics he rhymed about. I mean, top to bottom. Like, you can play that album at a cookout, and it'll please everybody because it was flavor on it for everybody. Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. I mean, that's a lot of times that was people's first interaction hearing Big L. You had Diamond D. Diamond D. Of course, you had Diamond D on it. You had Sadat X. You had, Brand Nubians. You had a whole host of just guests and features, and everything just flowed correctly. I mean, it was just a really, 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 really dope album. And as an East Coast based producer, that's the album I strive to make one day. An album like that had so many different flavors, from R&B to jazz to rock to soul. I mean, it just was he really dug in the crates, and he personified digging in the crates with that album. And I think that album right there is the Chronic before the Chronic, and it's just as important as the Chronic, especially for us on the East Coast. That's the album that a lot of us East Coast producers who sample based, should be striving to make something as cohesive and as entertaining from top to bottom, actually. Just a really, really dope project. And if you don't believe me, pick that album up, dig in your collection, get in the car and just go for a ride. Go for a nice ride through town, and you'll see how entertaining that album is and how it just holds you down from top to bottom. If you don't believe me, play it at a cookout, play it on a nice sunny day like it is out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you'll see Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop was actually the Chronic before the Chronic. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. I'm about to get back and finish doing my sets. This is Boom Baptism, Testicular Fortitude, episode 8. If you like what I'm saying and speaking upon, like I said, like it, comment, subscribe. Peace.